In 1895, York Wall Coverings first started making wallpapers in a small factory located in Pennsylvania's historic and picturesque Susquehanna Valley. From those humble beginnings, with just a handful of workers and a few printing presses, no one could have envisioned the long, proud history that would follow. Today, York Wall Coverings is the oldest and largest wall covering manufacturer in the United States, creating residential and commercial wall coverings that can be found worldwide in over 50 countries. Some of those original, century-old surface presses have become even more valued over time and continue to produce beautiful, distinctive document designs alongside the newest state-of-the-art printing presses. And although some of the printing technology has changed over the past century, the pride and craftsmanship that existed back then still endures throughout this historic company. That pride and craftsmanship is no more apparent than in the company's highly regarded and talented studio, which gives detailed attention and artistry to every design that will eventually be recreated on the printing presses. Long considered the industry's leader in color and design, the stylists, designers, and artists who comprise the York Wall Covering Studio create some of the finest residential and commercial wall coverings in the world. And with over 15,000 current patterns, the variety and range of design is immense. From traditional wallpapers to commercial wall coverings, the York Studio and Factory produce it all, in addition to creating innovative products like murals, glass bead, glitter, and sand print wallpapers. So how does one studio produce the quality and breadth of design associated with York Wall Coverings? One answer to that question, and a source for much of the inspiration for the York Studio, lies in the company's archival collection of document designs and reference materials. With documents dating from the early 18th century to some of the most current artwork, York is able to create a wide range of designs from historic and classic to contemporary. The company's revered archives are an inexhaustible source of inspiration and reference for the artists, designers, and stylists who create the beautiful images that become York wallpapers. Of course, those images must be translated from studio artwork into a final printed version that is true to the original artistic image. That is where the production craftsmen, working hand in hand with the studio, show their own artistic skill with their printing equipment. York is the only manufacturer in the world to own and operate 5 different types of printing presses used in the manufacture of wall coverings. Each press gives a distinct look to the finished product, thus enabling the manufacturing craftsman to achieve the look that was intended by the studio artist. The digital press represents the most modern of York's printing equipment, offering the ability to print short runs, extended repeats, and custom work. The oldest of York's presses dates back to the founding of the company in 1895 and are marvelous working examples of early automated printing and turn-of-the-century engineering. These incredible historic presses are able to produce a beautiful painterly effect that cannot be duplicated by modern presses. Maintaining these rare presses and the craft of using them is held in the highest regard by all at York. The decision of selecting the printing method that will best replicate the original artwork is made early in the design process so that the appropriate rollers or screens can be engraved. Each color that makes up the design is separated from the design, and a roller or screen is engraved for each color position on the press. So, for example, a 12-color floral design would have 12 different rollers that combine to create the full image. Colors are mixed to match the individually separated colors. Depending on the printing method chosen, the process of mixing and matching colors is done either manually or with automated equipment. Still, the best way to make the final color corrections is by an experienced human eye. Because color matching is a key component to the appeal and quality of York's products, the factory and studio are equipped with a lighting system that is meant to simulate natural sunlight and provide uniformity throughout the company. The first time a design is run, a large sample piece is retained for future reference. That way, each subsequent run of that pattern is matched to the original production run. York's commercial wall coverings must meet additional durability standards to be sold with a commercial designation. They go through the same process of design and manufacture as the residential wall coverings, but the raw stock on which the design is printed is composed of a heavyweight solid vinyl film laminated to a fabric backing. This heavy film of vinyl also enables the wall coverings to retain a heat pressure emboss that gives a textured dimension to the vinyl base, adding interest to the final printed design. Although York contract wall coverings are produced to withstand the most rigorous test of durability, their greatest appeal is in their extraordinary beauty. Having the depth of experience in producing high-end residential wallpapers gives York a unique perspective in producing sophisticated and elegant commercial vinyl wall coverings. Wall coverings that can be found in some of the finest hotels, restaurants, office buildings, and healthcare facilities around the world. Since its first production run of wallpaper back in 1895, York has printed enough wallpaper to wrap around the globe several times. And while the roots of this venerable company are steeped in the traditional designs of its past, its sights are clearly set on the future. By staying on the leading edge of home fashion trends, creating modern designs and timeless classics, York Wall Coverings looks forward to the next 100 years of producing wallpaper and beautifying homes around the world.